share what's God been doing on your heart.
Okay. The pastor asked if I could share a little bit about my past.
Tell them what's at the top of your paper.
I am an artist.
Come on now. Love it.
And what God's been doing in my life. I am extremely thankful I attended your class because it truly inspired me to move forward, but it also gave me a different view of what an artist really is. I never, ever, ever thought of myself as an artist, ever, until I went to this class. So I want to read something for you that I did find. In a Christian context, art is any skilled, intentional creation that moves the soul with beauty, wonder, or meaning, not just to be useful, but to reflect God's nature and glorify Him. That totally gave me a different view of what an artist is. And then in class, as I was sitting there, I was reminded of, let me back up a little bit. My childhood was nothing pretty. For years, I suffered childhood abuse, whether it was I suffered sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and even mental abuse. I was told a number of times I would never amount to anything, I will never be any good to anyone. I was raped multiple times by my father, by family friends. I was used for sexual purposes. Emotionally and physically, my stepmother tore me apart many, many days every week. So living in that, I grew up with a lot of shame, guilt, fear, mostly fear of rejection, because I wanted to be loved and liked so badly that I would pretty much do anything anybody wanted me to do. But I shied away from relationships with mostly women because of the lies and the shame that I carried for so many years. I didn't want to take the chance that somebody might find out what my past was, because Satan would always tell me, if they find out what you went through, you'll be rejected. You won't fit in that group of people because of your past. You can't let anyone find out what your past was. So I would really shy away. I would connect with women, whether it was through Bible studies or, one-on-ones, but I would never let people get too close. If I felt like it was getting too close, it was actually time to back away, isolate, not get too close, if that makes sense. So I guess if I'm in thinking about it, my first work of art was when I gave my testimony at Rock of Grace. That was my first work of art, and I didn't really think about that as a work of art. But if you think about it, it was obedience, which glorifies God. It was a very hard thing for me to do, but I can't tell you the freedom I felt after it was over because I let go of that. It was very hard to do. But after it was done, the freedom that I have felt since that day is amazing. I wouldn't be standing here talking to you. I would not be standing here. I would not have even attended tonight. And when you asked me if I'd be willing to come up and share, that's what I'm out now. That's where I'm at now.
That's awesome.
So my first work of art was giving my testimony about my past. My second work of art, when we were in Jordan's class, I was reminded that God asked me in 2017 to write a book. And I wrote down, He gave me the names of the chapters. I mean, He even took me to the step of giving me the names of the chapters. It's written in a journal, stuffed away. And when I was in the class, was that just last year?
Yeah, last fall.
Last fall. So when I was in the class last fall, that book came to my mind, and I've actually started writing it.
Isn't that awesome?
So the book is, it's written about a very painful period in my life, and it's not been easy to write because I have to go back and relive all of those. But I know that each and every day that I go and I do it, each page that I write, God has taken me step by step. There's been additional healing as I write it. So I know when it comes out at the end, there's going to be, can't even imagine where I'll be at that point. So that's my second work of art. It's not finished yet, but my goal is to finish it by the end of this year. So we'll see. And then the third work of art that I have underway right now is a ministry called Beauty for Ashes. You were saying, where's my passion? I can hardly think of anything else right now except for Beauty for Ashes. Every time I sit and I'm still, God gives me more and more ideas, more and more of how it's going to look, more and more of what to say, more and more of how to manage it. So I can hardly think of anything else. It's just, I feel so energized when I think about doing this, and I'm so excited. We are having our first Beauty for Ashes gathering. Starts on May 11th, and we decided to do it, God and I, decided to do it on weeknights. So on Monday nights from 6 to 8, we'll be meeting at Rock of Grace Warren campus in the Family Life Center, and we'll hold it 6 weeks. The 7th week is a celebration week. And then in the fall, in October, I actually have booked one of Jordan's houses, fireside retreat, for our first weekend retreat.
So
And
that's women all coming together.
women all coming together. And the beauty of this is I am able to take all that stuff that I went through, all the pain that I felt, and I can help other women who are feeling the same things that I am going through or feeling or have felt. It might be like, for me, this was when I was 12 years old, and I carried it until, 2024 was when I gave my testimony. So you can imagine I carried all of that for all those years. I just carried it, stuffed it, held it. And then, just the freedom it's amazing. So I can help other women who are going through and have gone through the same things I have. You mentioned, and I had to make a note, killing the dragon. I never thought of that either. So the dragon that I'm killing is the thing that is keeping women bound up, isolated, in fear, shame, guilt, whatever it is you might be feeling, and help them walk through that to a better place in their life, freedom, a deeper connection with other women, because we need each other. We women need to be together. We can't isolate. What happens when we isolate? When we isolate, the enemy picks and picks and picks and picks until we feel like we're all alone. That's what he did to me for years. You're all alone. Nobody will understand. Nobody's there for you. They won't accept you. You'll be rejected. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. We need each other. So that's where I'm at today.
Awesome. Come on. This girl is on fire. It's like we need Alicia Keys song playing here. Might be a preaching anointing idea. That's awesome. Hey, isn't that so cool? Again, did you